What about new life scares you so much?
It's not new life.
What is it?
I went through my divorce, and it was not a pretty divorce, and I felt like I would never get married again after that. I wasn't going to get a woman pregnant either, because that to me was not building a home. It's just building another broken home, and I didn't want to contribute to that, because I came from a broken home. You have to also understand how I came into this world.
I don't know.
Yeah, like, so I'm a product of my mom was about 11 years old and had me at 12. A train wreck. And my relationship with my mom was a train wreck. Until I was 17, I realized, because I was told how I was brought into the world, that all the hate that I had towards my mom turned into love, because I realized that my mom was a kid trying to raise kids.
I'm sorry. That's triggering.
You want me to come on over and give you a hug?
Men have to rise up above the world that he was thrust into. Reality of it is, my friends, is that we're not all born into the same type of environment. But the men that you truly have to admire are the men who had to forge himself in the fire of hard life, and then to end up like this man here, consoling other women who actually feel it for him. I don't know who he is. I think he might be some actor, but he definitely has a body on him. He's put in the work at the gym for sure. My impression of who he is, it doesn't matter. It's who he has become. And the reason I opened with this one video is simply because there's a lot of men out there, you know, you're bitching and moaning about life and how you had it so hard. But every time you think about how hard you have it, think about how hard other people had it and came through it. And also understand that, you know, when some people crack in today's environment, that they might be going through their struggle as well. Just bear that in mind. So sometimes you got to have a little patience. You just never know what people go through. And one of the reasons I'm opening with this story as well is because someone who called in for a chat just needed to tell his story. He never had a father figure. He's done it. He's gone through the fire, and he's now on the other side, and he's doing well. Went through the divorce, just like this guy, and he's single. And he said, listen, I really don't want to get married again. That one divorce have literally scared me straight. And he said, I came from nothing, and I'm now a multimillionaire, and I never had a father figure. But I don't want to risk losing again, because at 52, I can't risk losing another half of my assets. And I said, I don't blame you, my friend. I don't blame you. I said, but you're wise enough to now know how to protect yourself and still have the pleasure of a woman. As long as you can protect your assets, you'll be okay. So, my friends, this is how we're going to start off this session of the Older Man's Random Reviews.
The Older Man Random Review. Learn about life from an older man. Yes, an older man.
Yes, a collection of videos that you guys have sent or referred to me over the last 2 weeks now, because I haven't done one last week. Oh, it's been almost 2 weeks now. These are just a collection of videos that I've selected from what you've sent me, and I'm just going to give you my random thoughts. None of this is ever planned, just so you know. I'm just picking videos, and I'm just instantly telling you about how I feel about them, just based on my life experience, and hopefully you guys can learn something from them. Okay, so hit that subscribe button, book a session if you need any help at all. So let's get into this collection, my friends. This is going to be a good one. You're going to learn a lot from this session.
What's your relationship advice?
If your man cannot afford your bills, you need to find a job, not another man.
Oh, that was classic. Classic. Yes, protect this woman at all costs. That was the majority comments in the comment section. So true. So true. Every woman is looking for a handout. It's going to get worse, my friends. It's going to get worse and worse as the economy starts to decline. As AI starts to consume more and more white-collar, lower-level jobs that are pretty much held by women, this is going to get worse and worse as more and more women are going to feel the pinch. Protect yourselves, gentlemen. Don't fall for this crying. The digital beggars are coming out in droves right now.
Please don't scroll. Please just listen. I am currently living in a hotel with me and my 5 kids. I don't have the money to pay in the morning so we can stay another night, and I have nowhere to go. I'm just asking y'all to help if you can, if you want to. Just hit every button, including repost, fave, comment, like.
I don't normally do this, but please don't scroll. Please, God, don't scroll. If you know a doctor or a neuro or somebody somewhere that can help my family, please, God, tag them, share this, duet it, stitch it. I don't care what you do with it. My brother is a paraplegic. He has next to no quality of life.
The hard luck stories are going to get really, really bad. You're going to start feeling sorry for these women. I'm telling you, you're going to fall into one of their traps. And for those of you who have found your special one, this is a reminder. Prioritize your marriage. Kids grow up and leave. Parents pass away and friends come and go. In the end, it's just the two of you. So make sure your bond is unbreakable. Yes, this is important, especially as your kids start to get older, where your protection of your kids is no longer required. You better focus on that husband. You better focus on that wife, because at the end of the day, as you get older together, you're going to need each other more and more. So focus on each other. Please. One's a partner, the other is a project. I'll bring you a plate, massage your feet, light some candles for you, says one woman, the light-skinned woman. The other one, if he ain't paying all my bills and my daycare, he ain't no man. One's a partner, one's a project. Choose wisely. You know, I don't want to, I shouldn't have put this meme up here because I don't want to insinuate that it's only the white women that do this. But it is the majority. Just say, where there's smoke, there's fire, man. Because this is where you hear a lot of this crap. I'm not saying anything else. Woman's dating profile goes viral after she lists everything she expects a man to pay for if he swipes right. Christina, 39. My rent is $3,400. I got 2 boys under the age that needs new J. I guess that means Jordans. And school clothes. My light bill is $350. I need a new car with insurance. My hair is $200. Nail shop, $90. I need a personal allowance of $750 a month. Groceries, $1,200. I rest my case. Let's read a few comments. Marcus Noble said, she just found out her Section 8 is being cut. David said, she's going to be single for the rest of her life. Paul Pontow says, and all she brings to the table is hammered cat and more problems. Gabriel says, with the listed numbers and not calculating the remaining ask, she wants at least $6,000 a month without there being a lasting commitment, nor a hint in showing reciprocal respect. Nah, she's asking for the wifey down payment with 100% likelihood of no return on investment. I'm going to leave that one there. Woman kicked off the plane after telling flight attendant to shut up.
You should shut up.
All door exits have evacuation slides to use in the unlikely event of an emergency.
I can't hear.
When directed to exit, jump onto the slide and move away from the airplane. In a water evacuation, lifeguards were located in large ceiling compartments. All exits are clearly marked with signs opening instructions.
Then we don't need document. You can't hear
lighting of dials and moving
you're not on my list.
indicated by signs and lights. In the event of an emergency, leave all belongings and proceed to the closest useful
I don't got my seatbelt on.
Do you know what you did, right? I asked you to turn your phone off.
Yeah, my phone is off.
So everyone can hear it except for you. So do you want to come with us or not? Because it has to be fast. People have connections. And if you're not going to comply, then you have to get off. I need to hear yes or no. Otherwise,
yes. What do you think it is? Yes.
Are you going to comply with new instructions?
Yes. I'm not bothering. Miss, you're harassing me. You're harassing me at this point.
don't understand why we're here, especially as black people, why we have to give this sort of attitude when people just give you normal instructions. What is it? What is it that makes us non-compliant? What is it? Why is it the rest of society can literally just, hey, you're in a plane, that woman over there that's freaking doing the instructions, she's in charge. That person up front who's freaking driving this thing as I am 30,000 feet in the air, he's in charge. I comply. I do not question. I comply. They know what the hell is going on. But to come with an attitude with these people whose job is simply to keep your ass safe at 30,000 freaking feet in the air in a cylindrical freaking mechanized box, and you're going to have an attitude. Make that shit make sense. Make that shit make sense. I don't get it. And there's just way too many videos with this sort of attitude, man. Whew. It annoys me. Zaynar said, Greyhound gets another customer. Unruly Feet said, I thought it was a dude. Yeah, it does sound like a freaking dude. Cranberry Vampire says, my phone is off, then hides it because it's on. Randy said, attitude is not about skin color. It's about upbringing. Yeah, I know. I know what you're saying, brother. It's just that, unfortunately, we live in an environment where, whether you like it or not, when a black person do something even slightly wrong, it's amplified versus a white person. It's just the reality of the Western world that we live in. Our attitude as black people get amplified. Every single non-compliant word that a black person utters versus a white person is seen as a threat, a problem. When the white person says it, it almost seems like, oh, we need to help them. When the black person says it, you are the problem. Tell me I'm wrong. And you know what? I just live with that. I just comply. I will not resist authority unless it has now come down to bodily harm. And even then, I know I'm going to lose. So it's better for me to just chill, submit myself and say, hey, take me to the station. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. No problem. How would you like me to stand? Where would you like me to put my feet, my hands? Should I look down? Should I look up? Just say the word, sir. I'm here to take instructions. That's how I operate whenever I'm in the presence of someone of authority in a specific space. That's how you should act, every single one of you. The world don't freaking owe you understanding. Don't owe you shit. You just got to know how to operate within the space that you're in order to actually get the best possible outcome for yourselves. Listen to that again. To get the best possible outcome for yourself. I don't care about telling somebody, yes, sir, yes, ma'am, whatever you want, massa. I don't give a shit as long as the outcome is positive for me. Do you understand? This whole pride shit, when I know that I'm playing against a system that isn't designed for my favor, I work within that system and then make sure that I don't interact with it so that the chances of me being unfairly targeted is minimized. But every single black person out there think that they're a victim or they're just picking on me. No. Usually it's just people doing their regular job. If I'm in the middle of a game or if I'm in the middle of a text on the plane, just trying to sneak in a few more texts before the plane takes off and the stewardess says, sir, can you please put up the phone? Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Sorry. Smiles, lock it off, show her it's off, put it away, done. Thank you. Done. Boom. She's happy. I'm happy. We're ready to go. Ooh. 3, 4, 5 minutes later, the plane's taken off. Oh, now you can turn on your electronics. I'm good. Wow. I've been lying here for an hour waiting for my wife to make the first move, and she's just over there laughing at TikToks. Yeah, boss, don't expect that. Don't expect her to make the first move. You make the first move, and you tell her, baby, hey, it's that time. Hubby's horny. Hubby needs some juice. Hubby needs some loving. Just get it in there, buddy. The reality of it is, don't look for women to initiate sex. Once she have you, my friend, that shit diminishes. You have to take control of that now. And if she keeps up this shit, you have that chat. Hey, remember when we first met? Man, we used to have a lot of sex. What happened, babes? You getting older or what happened? Things ain't working as well as they should be. What are you talking about? Of course my thing is working. My thing is still good. I don't know. You haven't given it to me in a while, so I'm wondering if something's wrong with it. That usually wakes them up. There's nothing wrong with it. Another good technique is start talking about other women who start looking sexy. You know, you saw this girl today and she was this, that. Remember, it reminds me of the days when you used to do all of the sexy things. Yeah, you got to freaking be ruthless with this, my friends. And if all else fails, just have that chat and say, listen, our sex life is suffering. You're not really initiating like you used to in the past. Are you not finding me attractive anymore? I mean, if that's the case, is this something I should have to take care of on myself? I have to get a mistress or something? I mean, you let me know, because at this point, I'm telling you, baby, it ain't working well for me on this side. You have to have these chats.
Somehow this is not a parody.
I've applied to I don't know how many hundreds of jobs. I can show you the receipts, the email confirmation. I am trying my best.
So if I give you a job, you would work 40 hours a week?
If the job is in alignment with something that's noble and good, I think I could. I do have some options, but they seem to be somewhat destructive and exploitative. So I'm trying to
I think you're too selective for jobs right now. You don't have the ability to be selective at this stage.
Well, but the thing is, I do, because I'm instilled with a freedom that is maybe God universe given, and I don't actually have to, because of the system, like you said, I don't have to play along with some corrupt game. But
I think California is perfect for someone like you.
Well, thankfully, California agrees. When you talk about options, it's these select few people who have this infrastructure that's really benefiting them more than others, and without some sort of conscious, spiritual, moral awakening, what can we do except for beg?
Can't be too selective. At the beginning, when I worked at Haagen-Dazs, I couldn't select you for a job.
I can't whenever I can.
It's a choice.
Wow. There are certain men that are not designed for today's modern society. And a lot of men really think that this is the way life is. They feel that they have all of these choices in order to make money, and the world must bend to their desires. This Jesus wannabe is going to be broke for the rest of his life. He's probably going to wander the wilderness 40 days, 40 nights. I'm just kidding. It's just... when I hear people like this, man, you just say to yourself, yeah, his parents have failed him bad. More than likely, never had a father figure. Or if he did, he came from a very privileged home that allowed him to sit on his ass so that this is the kind of thinking he could have. But this is insane. Whew! He won't be one of those that are reproducing. Actually, I take that back. There are a lot of women like this as well. And they will reproduce together, probably pump out more babies than most normal people working a 9 to 5, because they expect the system to pay for those kids. She'll be a hippie as well, braided, locked hair, kids who'd never go to freaking school, homeschool all their life, and living out of a trailer somewhere. More power to them, man. In case you need a good, wholesome reason to smile, here you go, gentlemen. And that's why you need dads. That's why you need dads. That's all I'm going to say about that one. I like what Socrates said. How can I feel betrayed when I never expected loyalty in the first place? It's a dark one, but simple. And that was a quote by Marco Polo 817. Here's another nice quote. There is a line from the movie Heat. Don't let yourself get attracted to anything you're not willing to walk out on in 30 seconds flat if you feel the heat around the corner. That's women in a relationship. This all coming from my subscribers, by the way, from random videos. Ara Araba. Women invented things like love, loyalty, honesty, trust, faithfulness, kindness, empathy, and thoughtfulness. It's a shame it wasn't for themselves, but for others. Whew, that's powerful.
I think that any man that's in the dating world that thinks that a woman with children is baggage shouldn't be dating. And I think that that's an insult to motherhood. And
How is it insulting? If you're a single mother dating a man with no kids, at some point you are expecting this man to provide and protect your kid. If he doesn't do that, you're not really going to look at him as a man. Now, does this man have authority to discipline your kids?
I would call my baby daddy and he will be getting his ass beat.
Okay, so
because you're not touching my son. You're my boyfriend. That's just not going to happen.
No.
That's my child.
The part that's crazy is you can't see that another man has to take on all of this responsibility, but he doesn't have the same authority as the man that you're not even with.
That's his business and that's what he does.
So this is why it's an L. Responsibility without authority is essentially slavery. And it's like 2 against 1. This nigga come home walking on eggshells. Oh, Dean, I gotta please her and please this little bad, little nasty, little gremlin looking kid. Dad, I gotta please both of y'all. He's in the ultimate form of simpery.
And so I want you to now to revert back to that one statement I just said. Women want things like love, loyalty, honesty, trust, faithfulness, kindness, empathy, and truthfulness. It's a shame it wasn't for themselves, but for others. That man has to apply all those things to her. She is not prepared to give those things to that man. I rest my case.
This video is going to piss a lot of women off. Watch this video.
You see me? Disclaimer, what I'm going to say is going to touch you in some ways, okay? So be prepared. Your man is the one to teach you how to be a wife to him. A man is the one who is going to teach you how to be a wife to him. And how does he teach you how to be a wife to him? First, let's establish that marriage is governance. It's lord over you. You're entering a regime. You're entering a government. So you have a head over you. So this head, this government has rules and regulations, has ways to do things, has curfews, tells you what to wear, what to cook, how the direction of the family is going, what business to invest to. He tells you everything, leads, protects, provide. That is a government. It takes care of its people. In godly marriages, it is God, man, then woman. And God brings instructions to man how to govern his family. Your work is to listen. Your work is to follow. Your work is to obey. Your work is to inspire. Your work, I know this is going to touch you in fact, it's going to pain you. You won't understand what I'm saying. You will want to fight me. But this is exactly what you're required to do. Uplift, nurture. Make him become what he was called to be. The Bible says, it is not good that man should be alone. I will make him a suitable helpmate. You're suitable for him.
Ooh, she's cooking. And this is where a lot of women have lost the plot. They really think that they should come in as a partner. But what does that mean? Even that word partner. It doesn't mean that they're an equal leader. A partner simply means someone that comes in partnering with me as a helpmate. Every woman wants a strong leader, but they don't want to be led. Most men have to drag their freaking partners. I'm doing this quote because I hate using the word partner. I want to use the word wife, but a lot of you are not going to get married these days. So the person that is with you is your partner. Doesn't mean that they are an equal partner. It just means that they are a partner. Ladies have to understand their role. Thank you for saying this, sister.
Why is it your job to make him feel better about himself?
Because I'm his wife and he wasn't feeling good. I love that man. I could have married a whole lot of different people. He's my love. He's my king. He's my man. Why would I not make him feel better? He made me better. I never would have been on TV without him. I love him. It was us against the problem. It's us against the fact that one of us just lost our job. It's us against the fact that it's us. We're not in opposition. We both win or we both lose. Period. End of story. It's his job to make me feel better. And it's my job to make him feel better.
These young girls just don't freaking understand the program. Why is it your job to make him feel better? I bet you it's his job to make her feel better, though. But God forbid if she has to reciprocate. Unbelievable. Unfreaking believable when you listen to some of these videos to just think that this whole relationship is a one-sided thing. You give me, you give me, you give, you pour into me. I, me. You don't have to get anything in return. You understand how absurd that question is? Why is it your job to make him feel better? Simple. He's my husband. I love that expression. It's us against the problem, not each other. It's unreal, man.
Today's the day that I get to drop my daughter off for her life. Today's the day that I get to drop my daughter off for the rest of her life. I can't really say that I feel sad about it. I really don't care. I gave up custody of my kid. I put her up for adoption. She's 7 years old. Sorry, I literally just woke up. She's going to school. I'm about to drop her off to her last day of school. I have to take her to, and then the adoptees are picking her up from the school pickup line. Yeah, I'm a free woman after that. I'm selling my house. I'm buying an RV. I'm about to travel the world. I'm pretty excited. I have been waiting for this moment my entire life, ever since I had her, and I was being guilty and not giving her up just because I felt like as a mom, you're not supposed to give your kid up. But then I had a good talk with my boyfriend, and he said that doesn't matter what other people think, it's what you want, and I don't want a kid, so.
I am sure that boyfriend isn't the father of the child. A woman will destroy her family for her happiness. A man will forego his happiness for his family. This is the difference between males and females. This is a cold woman. That child is actually lucky to get someone else to take care of them, because this is selfishness at its core. This is what we are creating as a society. Women like this. Not one freaking piece of emotion. Oh, sorry, I just woke up. I'm giving up my daughter today. As if she's freaking talking about going to McDonald's and buying a freaking burger. I literally feel ill watching that video. Read a few comments from this. Fat Bagel Fatty says, she's better off without you. Natalie Liz says, I pray that baby has a beautiful life with a mom who loves her more than the world. Nippon Kelete says, one day your daughter will see this video. And Ayake says, this is the most insensitive thing I've heard in my whole life. You and me, my friend, you and me, this is the worst, this is the coldest thing I've ever seen. I couldn't even begin to imagine this. Pierre Noro for real says, love for the daughter. The little girl just got saved from that cold human. Yeah, there are some psychopaths out there, and I think this is one of them.
Turns out women's egg cells are not even needed to conceive babies anymore.
2 men could now make a baby without a woman's DNA. American scientists have created working human embryos by putting DNA from skin into a donor egg. This new egg has just 23 chromosomes from the skin cell, and that can be fertilized via IVF with the 23 chromosomes from the sperm, making a full set. The implications for the study are vast. It opens the door for anyone to have children, irrespective of the need to have your own eggs. Therefore, this new scientific method could also provide an unlimited supply of eggs for women who struggle to conceive. Scientists have been able to change DNA in cells since the 1990s, but their methods did not work for reproductive cells. A study from Oregon University has now managed this for the first time by tricking a skin cell into behaving like an egg cell. The process was replicated to make 82 embryos, but only 9% developed to the stage needed for IVF implantation. None were implanted into a human and were all destroyed in line with ethical guidelines.
We're all destroyed in line with ethical guidelines. Translation that's not layered over beautiful elevator music and pretty graphics. 82 children, 82 babies that we call embryos, but embryo is just a stage of development. 82 genetically unique human beings that have never existed before and will never exist again were created in this study without a single woman's egg cell ever involved in the process, entirely from male DNA, which already is such a disgusting perversion version of how human beings are supposed to be created, and according to ethical guidelines, were killed. Talk about ethical guidelines. Were destroyed. That's the word that they used. Intentionally.
Wow. I don't know how... You know what? I'm going to ask ChatGPT if it knows anything about this, because I want to see if it's true. Hey, Sage, are you aware that female eggs are no longer required because scientists can now take male skin to replicate an egg?
Hey, Paul. Absolutely. I can give you a straight answer on that. Yes, there have been some recent studies and experiments in the last couple of years where scientists have been working on creating egg-like cells from male skin cells. Essentially, they use a process to reprogram those skin cells into stem cells and then coax them into forming something like egg cells. It's still experimental and not anywhere near mainstream practice, but it's a real area of research. So in short, yes, that kind of breakthrough is being explored.
Well, I just saw a video saying that 82 embryos were made with this process, but the embryos were destroyed due to ethical reasons. Is there any truth to that? Can you look online and see if this is true or this is just some online video?
So I checked that out for you. It looks like there really have been reports of about 82 embryos created using this technique, basically turning male skin cells into egg-like cells. But those embryos were apparently destroyed early on for ethical reasons. It's still experimental and not ready for any real-world use, and there are definitely ethical debates around it. So yes, there's some truth to what you heard.
Okay, thank you. Whew, wow. So women are pretty much becoming obsolete because we can incubate eggs outside the female body right now. It isn't widespread, but that can be done, and we can bring a child to full term outside the female body. Now, we can actually use male skin to create new babies. And women were the one boasting that, oh, they need men. Technology is a biatch. This world that we're living in, man, is just going bonkers. What you're going to see now is a massive increase on all technological advances because we have AI that can freaking multiply knowledge. It's getting smarter and smarter. Every single 6 to 9 months, the knowledge base multiplies on itself. It's insane.
Do you know what I've noticed about women's fantasies, like when it comes to romance? Their ideal sense of romance is literally just cheating.
You know, the funny thing is, I didn't think this was true. I was like, man, he's just cherry picking examples. And then I did some research and he is 100% correct. Like, think about all the most popular romance movies ever. Sleepless in Seattle. Cheating. You've Got Mail. Cheating. 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 Cheating and some underage bullshit. International cheating. Oh my God, so much cheating. Cheating, but with good music. Cheating, but with comedy. Rich people cheating. Cheating down under. Old people cheating, and cheating plus music. Like, it is undeniably true. Every fucking successful romantic movie in, like, the last 4 decades has just had cheating. That's the women's fantasy. They get with a man, the movie convinces you that man is not good, and then they fucking cheat on him. They cheat on him with the hero of the story. And they're not even subtle about it. The movie is just like, hey, you're with this guy, go cheat on him so we can have a love story. And women are just like, oh my God, isn't it so romantic? No, you know what would have been romantic? Leaving the guy you're with and then dating the hero. Ladies, what the fuck?
Yeah, this is the reality of life, man. Every single romance movie that you possibly know about. Because there has to be a transition, right? There has to be tension in the movie. There has to be a point at which controversy erupts and someone else steps in to rescue or change that woman's mind. And during that transition, cheating usually occurs. It makes for a great story, unfortunately. There's nothing we can say about it. There's nothing else to say about it.
I'm a vegan and you've given me chicken.
You ordered a chicken salad.
Yeah, but I'm a vegan.
You didn't say that to us before you ordered. It's quite important.
But you should have known because I'm an influencer and this is an influencer collab. I'm actually creating content for your business, so I would have assumed that you would have known.
With the greatest respect, you shouldn't assume that we know.
How have they not heard of her?
You ordered a chicken salad.
I know.
If you didn't want a chicken salad, you could have just ordered a salad.
Yes, but I like the Caesar sauce.
than a salad with Caesar sauce, no chicken.
But you shouldn't have given me the chicken in the first place. You're not understanding.
Madam, you asked for a chicken salad.
Yes, and I'm vegan. And you gave me a chicken salad.
You did not state you were vegan.
But you should have known this, that I'm a vegan.
Unless you tell us, we don't know.
It's not my job. I'm actually doing you guys a favour. Do you know how many followers I have? I'm actually posting this on my profile as a favour to you guys to promote your business. So you should have known that I am a...
I hope this is a skit, but unfortunately, I know so many of these freaking so-called influencers out there who swear they have the power of freaking governors and presidents to influence people's business. And this will tell you one of the reasons why the influencer market is starting to die.
Okay guys, today's Sunday. We are headed back home.
Man, damn it, ain't no way this is legal. Ain't no way. They told me you gotta do 10 and 2. You gotta have your hands at 10. This ain't legal right here. You one sneeze away from shifting the car neutral and killing everybody on the freeway. That's all I'm trying to say. You ain't got no seatbelt on. You got the steering wheel smelling like Hot Pockets. All I'm trying to say is we need to do something about this together as a community. You can't hit a complete U-turn. You can't parallel park. Because listen, I know you involuntarily hunking at people. I don't need the big back brigade breathing down my neck about this. I'm just trying to save lives. I'm just saying, she get into a wreck, that airbag can't deploy. It's going to go the other way and shoot through the motor and pop that whole engine
out. America got to do better, man. You guys got to do a lot better. Whew. I thought that was AI at first, but wow. Yeah. Well, my friends, that's it for the week. That's it for my random videos. Hit that like button on the way out. Subscribe if you haven't already. Book a session with the older man if you need any help. Okay? So, my friends, until tomorrow, remember, whenever in doubt, always ask an older man. See you soon. Cheers.